Hi everybody, and welcome to Teaching Tip Tuesday, brought to you by the Center for Inclusive Teaching and Learning here at UWSP. This week I'd like to talk to you about using Canvas quizzes as a learning tool. Before we assess students' competence at any particular task that we'd like them to be proficient at, we provide them with ample opportunity to practice the skills associated with that task. Taking exams is no different. This is why instructors provide quizzes to their students, so that their students can practice taking exams, and the instructors have the opportunity to provide formative feedback to the students that allows them to improve their performance and correct the deficits in their knowledge. But from an instructor's point of view, sometimes these quizzes can be onerous because providing the feedback that we want to provide takes a lot of time on the part of the instructor. Fortunately, Canvas quizzes can help you. You can use Canvas quizzes as a formative learning tool that allows you to provide useful feedback to your students with relatively little effort. Let me show you how. When you add a new question to a Canvas quiz, no matter what kind of question you're using, note that there's a small colored box with 3 dots in it associated with each response field. This is a feedback box. You can add any feedback that would help the student who chose the associated answer to better understand the error that they made and how they can fix it. You can even redirect them to important material from the lectures or the text that would help them to understand their error. You can see how the feedback appears to the student in this student view. I've set the quiz so that it only indicates that the answer chosen was incorrect. The correct answer isn't displayed. So if the students want to know the correct answer, they have to use the feedback to figure it out, allowing them to construct the knowledge for themselves rather than simply being told. That sounds fantastic, doesn't it? So let's go over some basics for creating good learning quizzes. First, remember to enter more questions than you'll draw from in a question bank so that students just don't memorize the answers to the specific questions you've asked. Make sure that you use the feedback boxes so that you can provide students with information that will allow them to correct their errors in knowledge. Set up your quiz so that you don't display the correct answer. This is important because it makes the students look up the correct answer and create the knowledge for themselves, making it more likely that they'll retain that knowledge. Provide the students with multiple attempts to succeed at this quiz so that they can show you that they've learned relative to their first attempts. Finally, consider using the timer function to prevent cheating. One of the problems with practice quizzes is that students can just look up the answers, whereas on a real exam, they can't. Try to mimic that scenario by limiting the amount of time that they have so that they just can't look everything up. And that's this week's teaching tip from the Center for Inclusive Teaching and Learning here at UWSP. Remember that we at CITL are here to provide support for you in course design, learning activities, assessment, and pedagogy. We'll see you next week. Bye.